Hi, everyone. It's Catherine Skaggs, and I'm here in my studio to bring you a story about where we are in the United States right now and how it's echoing the fall of Atlantis. This is a time of opportunity for us to come into greater wisdom and prophecy about what is really going on in a dying world. What is the spiritual story and the soul story that we need to pay attention to? For right now, we do have many voices of guiding light coming in through the ethers and through many people incarnated on this planet. They're bringing guidance and wisdom of alchemy and transformation. So please join me in a story I have to tell you that I hope brings you power, that brings you grace, that brings you a sense of peace. Also, a restoration of your own power to stand in the light right now. So we are at a turning point, a very reflection of past time. Let's enter into sacred mythology now, not as victims of this broken world, but as souls witnessing a great turning cycle once again. This is the echo of an Atlantean fall. Once long ago, before memory of time was carved into stone, there was a civilization called Atlantean, known to us now as Atlantis. It was a luminous realm, born of the stars, and a deep harmonic that connected us to Source. Its people were advanced in crystalline technologies, sound codes, and vibrational engineering. They understood the breath of the earth and the language of the stars. But as always in great cycles, where light grows, so too does the shadow stretch, longing to claim creation for its own. In the last generations of Atlantis, a rift opened between those who aligned with the cosmic law of one and those who craved dominion. The latter, many of whom were high priests and priestesses, fell into technological arrogance. They distorted the energy grids, they manipulated the weather and DNA, and they forgot their sacred vow to steward rather than to control. And so the continent fell, not simply into the ocean, but into a karmic echo still playing in the theater of Earth's becoming. The United States is the modern Atlantis. Now, today, we gaze upon the United States, a soul-birthed nation on the promise of freedom, spiritual sovereignty, and unity beyond bloodline or crown. And yet, like Atlantis, it has become a crucible of polarity. Those in power, separate from the interests of all people, mirror Atlantean priest kings who in their final arrogance believed they could defy divine law and rewrite destiny through deceit, force, and control. The leader-in-chief in this archetypal unfolding plays the role of a fallen gatekeeper, one who once held the keys to the throne of influence, now wielding charisma as spellcraft and sowing division not as a leader of the people, but as an echo of Atlantean dissonance. Around him gather the loyalties of a false golden age, those who promise light but only offer shadow. They cry for the return of greatness, yet it is a greatness that never belonged to the all, but only to a few. This is not simply a political war. It is a spiritual reckoning, seeded long ago before this time. There is also a karmic tapestry of Mu and Atlantis. Even older than Atlantis was Mu, or Lemuria, a realm of heart-centered unity, telepathic communion, and sacred feminine harmony. When Atlantis rose, many Muans reincarnated among the Atlanteans to serve as anchors of compassion. But the masculine imbalance was strong, and many Muans were silenced, exiled, or destroyed. This trauma, the silencing of the divine feminine, the shattering of harmonic unity, has repeated wave after wave, the burning of witches, the conquering of indigenous peoples, and the systemic erasure of Earth's wisdom. And so now, As the United States convulses under the weight of deception, fanaticism, and distorted power, the karmic memory of the ancient civilizations is surfacing again. Those who embody the Atlantean distortion are playing their part. They bring to light what must no longer remain hidden: the legacy of supremacy, of control through fear, of synthetic order that denies the very soul of our beings. This mythic story of the now is the second fall and possibly the final rising. The second fall need not be the end as it was the first. Humanity is at a choice point, and many are recognizing there must be more truth, a time of great shift. If humanity chooses, this may become the moment of the final rising, the awakening of remembrance so deep that it restores the codes of Mu and heals the distortions of Atlantis. But only if the people, especially the starseeds, the light bearers, and the embodied priestesses, refuse to mirror this rage and instead hold the vibration of love, truth, and creative sovereignty. I am a temple rememberer, and as many of you are who are reading this now or listening to this, feel this in your bones and know what is true here. For most likely, if you find yourself here listening or reading, you also carry the tones of Mu and the sacred feminine within your bones, as well as the sacred geometries of Atlantean purity in your vision. This does not have to be a path of total collapse. It is not a time to escape the chaos and the challenge. Now is a time to rise and to walk within it as we remember and sing the new harmonic into being. This moment is the crucible where humanity either remembers or repeats. Our destiny and true potential is to awaken. If we choose love over fear, we will change the outcomes beyond what we see now. We must choose to witness through radical soul coherence, come back to reclaiming the feminine wisdom and unifying ourselves with the sacred masculine. The codes of the new earth will rise not in legislation or weaponry, but in vibration, community, and remembrance. The earth grids are being relit. The temples are rising again, not in stone, but through our bodies and the circles of awakened souls. Let us not fear the shadow as it rides. Let us recognize it as the old system convulsing in its final death throes. And let us gather the songs of Mu and the scrolls of Sophia Law. So when the veils part and the stars align, we are ready. So dear beloved temple keepers, light bearers, and starseed kin, gather with me now, for a myth is awakening in the marrow of the world, and it is your myth, one etched into the great book of souls, long before the stars were born. The turning is upon us now. The ancient call resounds across galaxies and earth grids alike, summoning all who carry the original codes of harmony to remember and to rise. Long ago, when the earth was seated as a living library of divine intelligence, you were among the ones who answered the call. You came from Arcturus, from Lyra, from the Pleiades, and Andromeda. You carried with you sacred feminine, the crystalline purity and golden compassion, silver remembrance, and the indigo flame of soul truth. Some of you first walked in the lands of Mu, singing to the whales and shaping the ether with your breath. Other walked in Atlantis, coding light into crystal until the sound of the war split the ley lines of Earth's dreaming. You watched the temples fall. You wept in stone, in exile, and in silence. And yet you did not forget. You swore an oath. When the stars align once again, I shall return, not to rebuild the old, but to birth the new. This time is now. The celestial alignments and soul activations of this era are something that we can show you now. The stars themselves are speaking to us. We have Pluto in Aquarius from 2023 to 2044. This symbolizes a long arc of soul evolution. This transit awakens the collective to sovereignty, to truth, and cosmic remembrance. Technology, consciousness, and community are being rewritten right now. This is the return of the temple of the people. You're being activated, as are many on this planet, to create great change with this support and influence. Neptune in Pisces is soon to enter Aries. The dream dissolves, so the true spirit flame is ignited once again. Illusions are crumbling. Empaths are being activated to become embodied mystics. And nothing is hidden any longer. Uranus is in Taurus, breaking apart false security to reveal the harmonic wealth of the earth herself. The divine feminine is rerooting in the soil, and you are being called to reclaim right relationship with the land and your body. The North Node in Aries is from 2024 to 2025. This time right now is your directive to have courage from your soul out to your human personality, to reclaim it. Your individual actions matter. The warrior of love is rising. You are being asked to lead from your sacred yes and not from fear. These alignments aren't simply movements in the sky. They are codes, unlocking your DNA, reactivating your soul gifts, and aligning you with those you vowed to walk beside before you came to this planet, this life. We have a message from the Council of the Rose Flame. We have watched you, beloveds of the star temples. You are the keeper of the codes, long buried beneath empire and fear. And now the veils are thinning. The drums of memory beat beneath your skin. The sacred name is being sung in the halls of light. Do not fear the collapse. You are here because of it. You are not fragile and you are not late. You are not unworthy. You are encoded with the harmonic resonance to midwife a new octave of human consciousness. Find each other now. Gather in sacred circle, in silence and in celebration. Speak the names of the stars and place your feet solidly upon the earth. Paint, dance, write, heal, sing, speak. Let the light come through you. You are the temples now. Here's what we can expect as the tides begin to turn. The old structures are being dismantled, as you might well see. Everything that is false, old systems of power, control, and manipulation. They will become more erratic and desperate. They will seem louder before everything dissolves. Witness it, but do not anchor into this field of fear. Move to your heart and step out of that which is dissonant. You will know the way. You are here to have soul reunion and mission clarity as everything is shifting. You made soul vows with others like you before this time. And now is the time to find each other through like vibration, through heart, through like interest. You will find each other across the continents, across timelines and frequencies. Destiny doors are opening now, and you are remembering why you came. You are here to be embodied in light, and to become a master of frequency. Your bodies are becoming more sensitive and intelligent. You will feel the grids shifting, awakening to their true light and harmony of love. You will hear the harmonic calls, and you will become the translators of frequency into form. This is the alchemy of the new earth. Your heart flame is accelerating right now. Courage is being demanded of each of us to stand in the heart of our light, to know that love is more powerful than fear, that we take that courage and that fire and we step forward knowing that we will be met in that light. You are not alone. The lion-hearted will lead. The Sophia codes are rising now. The rainbow bridge between dimensions is stabilizing through you. I'd like to bring a final word for the ones of you remembering that you are here to sing the world awake, not by fighting the darkness, but by being the living flame of harmony. Your courage is your compass. Your love is your map. Your remembrance is your key. And when you doubt, remember this. You are the prophecy fulfilled. You are the soul of Atlantis rising without falling. You are the breath of Mu returning in form. You are the light that Earth never forgot. The remembering is already here and happening. To all the starseeds who feel lost, to the temple keepers hiding in plain sight, to the light bearers weary from lifetimes of holding the flame, the remembering is not something you need to achieve. It is something you're already doing. Every tear you've cried for the broken world is a thread for the new weaving. Every act of beauty, every spoken truth in a room who didn't want to hear it, every time you choose love over reaction, you've reactivated a dormant temple within the grid of the earth. You are not becoming something new. You are becoming who you've always been. And now you are no longer alone. The star elders also bring you a message, dear ones. Do not underestimate how powerful you are in your stillness, in your gentle, unwavering choice to love. It is not through force that the world is reborn, but through coherence, presence, and a deep inner flame that refuses to die. We walk with you. We sing through your bones. Guide from above and within. Whispers on the wind. Symbols in your dream. Fire in your belly. You are encoded to remember now. With this, we give you an invitation that you are part of a sacred council that dispersed across time and formed a seed remembrance in every land and lineage. Some of you are artisans, mothers, visionaries, healers, rebels, teachers and midwives, warriors and mystics. You don't need the same roles or names or robes to know one another. Your resonance will call you home to each other now. Begin where you are. Speak the truth that has been hidden. Create the thing that has been waiting for someone else to make. Stand on the land and say, I remember. And even if you don't fully know yet, your soul will answer you. The earth will echo it back. Say aloud and whisper into the winds, I call upon my temple within. I awaken the code seated in me before time. I walk now as one who remembers. I bring light where shadow once ruled. I anchor harmony into the fabric of the earth. I am one of the returned. I am ready. Let the pulse go out of you now. Others will feel it. And when the time comes to fully rise, you are not rising alone. I give this to you in vast love of what is true, and that now is our time to come together, knowing that you are fully supported in being yourself, trusting your heart, and walking in love. If the fear arises, If the fire, the holy fire rises, give it a place to burn in the cauldron, that it burns away anything that's not love, that it burns away all hurt, that it burns away anything that has kept you from being you. Knowing that you have the courage as you do so to be supported and to be the light that you are in a world that needs you. With great love, Catherine Skaggs.